Shalom, family trendsetter. I'm driving, so you'll hear some noise in the background, as well as I do have a tendency to struggle for words when I speak. Now, in this brief video, I want to discuss some items that we may or may not know that contain pork enzymes in them. So in other words, there's a lot of product on the shelf, especially in the Walmart section of your grocery aisle, that contains pork. Now, I wasn't aware of this until I began, reading the back of labels or certain item that I purchased. And believe it or not, some of the names I cannot identify with, like, for example, well, I'm not going to try to break the name down because it's too hard to explain. But they do have names, and believe it or not, when you do research on these names, it actually contains pork enzymes in it. All right, so I would suggest that you guys actually go online and do your own research, because a lot of us are trying to refrain from eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. But what these devils are doing by stealth, they are separating us from the Most High by incorporating these pork enzymes into these items, into these products. They even go as far as to put pork into deodorant. So I would suggest that when y'all go to the supermarket purchasing items, y'all read the back of the label. If it says anything like gelatin or enzymes in it, 9 times out of 10, that means it has pork in it. For example, marshmallow. I didn't even know marshmallow had pork in it until I started doing some research. We give our kids gummy bears. A lot of us give our kids Flintstone vitamins that come in a chewable, form. That also contains pork. So these devils, by stealth, have been putting pork into our product. I mean, literally, you would have to go just live off the land. What I mean by live off the land, plant your own food, raise your own, crops or whatever. Because even, as I said before, deodorant contains pork. Shampoo contains pork. So y'all may want to start doing research as to what contains pork. I frequently eat macaroni and cheese, Kraft macaroni, and come to find out that shit got pork in it. So I don't know. I've got a lot of repenting to do, because unwillingly, I participate in the heathen way of eating, and I've been eating swine. But I don't think the Most High is going to hold it against us, because the Most High know we're in the land of our captivity. And because we're under the judgment, not the curse, right? The heathen have literally been trying to destroy us and separating us from the Most High by us consuming the pork products. So once again, family, please pay attention to what you're buying in the store. Even chicken that you eat at KFC, they are literally injecting water and pork in it. It's just so crazy. Okay, I'm telling you, it goes real deep. Even chicken. Now, chicken is a product that you eat because you say, well, it's chicken. But no, they actually, injecting it with water to fatten up the meat. And then to keep the water in, they actually have pork grind up, right, in the form of powder, and they inject that in as well. So that keeps the meat puffed up. So family, these devils are trying to, separate us from the Most High. So once again, you have to do your due diligence. Try not to eat out too much, because some of the food that you're eating from these Chinese restaurants are roadkill, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? They're bringing deer into the damn Chinese restaurant and feeding you as meat. So I just wanted to give you all this information. And for those of you who are practicing the Shabbat today, Shabbat Shalom. And with that, I say Shalom.